What's up guys, it's HDL. In this video, I'm going to be showing you primarily the flight method for the stair clip in Lava Reef 1. I started the video here first because there's a clip here that I want to show you. This is a very easy clip. Sonic can do it as well. So I just wanted to show this first, just to knock that out. So what you want to do is you want to have some leftward movement. You don't need flight here. Just want some leftward movement by the time you land on this rock, and you want to make sure that you land on roughly this area. You don't want to be too far to the right or too far to the left. You want to be either like near the center or around this area, depending on how much leftward speed you have. This is really a matter of feel. You basically have to feel it out. The rock has to descend enough so that you don't walk up this slope, but it also can't be too low that you get hit by the lava, of course. So just try to target that range, and then once you land, you just release to neutral, hold nothing, and he's automatically going to teeter once he gets to the edge, and he's going to be in the perfect position to get here. Once you're here and the rock is all the way down, you can just hold right to get a zip, and you'll do a nice little time saver there. It's quite easy to get this one. So you grab this fire shield. It's technically not necessary, but it does make the next setup very easy because it does involve standing on the lava. Without this fire shield, you would have to take a hit to do this setup. Now you can do this setup from, outside of the lava. You could stand over here and do it, but it is a lot harder. The reason I do it from here is to manage my acceleration such that I maximize my chances of getting this. So what we want to do is we want to jump here. And once we jump, we're looking at this switch here. Right before tails, the top part of tails, right before it comes into line with the bottom part of this switch, we want to switch to holding right, and we want to keep holding jump. We want a full jump here. So switch to holding right so that you start your acceleration before you reach the apex of your jump. You're going to land roughly around here. You're going to see the door here, and there's like a little bit over here to the left of the door. Once you're like directly underneath this bit here, you want to jump and then fly before you hit the ceiling. It has to be before. That's going to put your flight roughly like this. Now, there are actually 3 frames here that work if you do the setup in this manner. So this right here is the first frame. And what we're really looking for is the vertical height. So I'm actually going to turn this on. So once you have roughly around this like vertical height, more or less, you can compare the distance of the tails with the rock above. I do highly recommend using pause for this trick. Even though it is a 3-frame window, it's not too difficult to get in real time. The pause will help you confirm where tails is, and then you can adjust your timing as necessary. So roughly in this area, it's going to depend largely on your when you start holding right from the full jump. Your horizontal position may change a little bit. There will be some variance there, but the main thing here is your vertical position. Obviously, all of these elements matter. Your horizontal position, your acceleration, and your rightward speed, and your vertical position. They all matter, but the most important thing is your vertical position. So you're going to do a flight there, and that's going to put you in the perfect position here. Once you get to right around this area, you want to release to neutral before you bump the wall. The reason we do that is because if you keep holding right after you've lost all your horizontal movement, you're actually just going to land on top of the stair. So I also recommend using pause for this bit, because if you release to neutral too early during the flight, you start decelerating very fast. You lose a ton of speed very fast. So you want to make sure you hold right for as long as possible and stretch it out up until just before you hit this wall. and then you're just gonna fall through like that. Just keep holding right, and he's gonna fall like this. Once you are in this roughly this area, so once his tails are like below this rock, you can tap another flight, and it's gonna slow his descent just enough so that he lands on this step instead of landing down here. That'll save you from having to do an extra jump. And yeah, that's how you do the flight method for the stair clip in Lava Reef 1. I hope you found this useful. I find it very useful. A 3-frame window is much better than almost like 2-frame perfect inputs, and having to worry about spin dash speed and whatnot. All of that is much more precise than doing this method. So I hope you guys like this. If you have any questions, reach out to me.